It's scary. People have made so much fun of me for being scared by paranormal activity.
Okay.
It freaked me out. But it's the ghost thing.
I was not afraid of paranormal activity.
I was afraid of. I didn't see the sequels, but I was afraid of the first one.
And Blair Witch, I wasn't afraid of.
I wasn't
either.
afraid. I wasn't afraid of Blair Witch Project.
I actually need to see something happen, like the whole pots falling down, paranormal activity type stuff. Did not
Really?
scare me.
That's because that's part of the terror, because it's left up to the imagination.
My imagination is not very fruitful. So
You've been reading too much on originalism. It's taken away your imagination, Sheila.
But watching a pot fall,
you're stuck in the 18th century. Hearing a pot, it's more like hearing a pot fall. You don't see it. You don't see what knocked it over.
All right. Well, in my house, I'm going to assume it was one of my
probably your kid.
pets or my son. And so when I hear a pot fall or whatever in my kitchen,
like it's not a ghost.
Yeah.
If I hear it, I think it's one of my very stupid roommates.
See.
Or if they're not there, it might be a ghost. I don't know. It's either one of the two.
And so my thought is just like, whatever. Like, I have to, it's like, if there's 4 pots, okay, maybe I have to get up and see, like, who's trying to, like, rip apart my kitchen, because that's unacceptable. But if it's just one, I'm like, I will wash it when I get up.
What, are you just going to go in there with a crucifix? Like, who's tearing apart my kitchen? Is it Satan? I'm not sure.
If it is a ghost, I'm going to be like, no, knock it off. I have to wash that.
I don't think I could do that.
This is not acceptable. This doesn't scare me.
If I walked in and I saw a ghost, yeah, I would move out.
Well, if I saw the ghost, maybe. I mean, but if it's just being prankster, I'm not gonna get scared more than I'm gonna get. Like,
if it's the ghost of Spider Jerusalem in your kitchen,
I don't know. Oh, maybe
Unclaimed Hours.
Yeah,
that was that ghost.
That would would do that to me. Yes.
If it's the specter of Spider Jerusalem from the show formerly known as Unclaimed Hours.
Yeah, like turning on my lights and stuff. I gotta pay that bill.
Like, I just raised your utility bill by a nickel.
It's more than that. Well, if it goes all night, I'm just saying, like, the paranormal activity ghosts didn't bother me because they were just nuisances. And then, I mean, I guess like later on, did they actually start showing things at the end of every movie or something?
Hey, they set
like
their coffee table on fire. That's not raising the utility bill. That's sending a message.
Yeah, and I mean, I would
if
move out for
anybody
that.
sets anything on my apartment on fire, in my apartment on fire,
you admit.
Yeah.
I mean, if it started like throwing things at me too, that'd be unacceptable.
Hey, it possessed the girl and she killed her boyfriend at the end. That's something.
Yeah, no, I don't think she was possessed. I think she just wanted to kill him. Insurance money.
No, it did not. That is not the narrative I was following. That is not the movie that I saw.
Now, to be honest, I have not been able to sit through an entire paranormal activity because I get bored about halfway through of every single one.
I want to get bored, but it's too scary. It's too scary for me.
It's sort of silly because, like,
yeah, it's silly.
Who has cameras everywhere all the time?
Yeah, that is silly on the guy's part because he's kind of stupid. But
I'm like, no, or like, oh, here's a door that opens on its own. It's called you didn't latch it enough.
No, it's called a ghost.
No,
it's called a phantasm. That's what it's called. No, I don't believe. I'm sticking to my story.
Go for it.
That was a scary movie.
No.
I don't care who makes fun of me for it.
You are scared by the things that aren't scary.
Yes, I am. I'm scared by the media. I'm scared. I'm scared by ghosts.
The media's around the corner every time you turn around.
I'm scared by bears, even though they're not. Even though they're it's not really a problem, except for in Fort Sanders.
Well,
it's a problem there. It's not really a problem in the greater Knoxville area, but Fort Sanders has a problem with bears.
It does.
More than once, a bear has come in. Yeah, it's probably that. And raccoons.
Yeah.
I have a raccoon problem at my apartment complex, so that's the only reason I brought that up.
Possums, to me, are terrifying.
No raccoons.
I know, but possums, to me, are in the family of raccoons.
Well, yes, it's in the family.
Because, like, when you see a raccoon, it can look kind of cute.
But it can also carry disease.
But possums are just scary.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They're never cute.
I don't know. I saw one. It was actually when I was about 7. I think we had a grill in the backyard,
Mhm.
and it crawled on the grill top when it was turned off, and I think it was my mom just like closed it on it, and
To
she's like,
keep
"Hey,"
it for later?
no, she's like, "Do you want to see this possum? It's huge." Wait, it was my mom's boyfriend at the time.
No.
I mean, he was peaceful. He was docile as could be,
Oh, okay.
and I mean, we had to like kind of like push it off with a spatula. So I mean, it was pretty. It wasn't bad. It was not a terrible possum.
Yeah.
Although I found out that possum was kind of a misnomer. That they're all more or less fairly aggressive,
yes.
to say the least.
I had one scream at me. One
You had a
time.
possum scream at you.
It was
It's like,
scary.
write your thesis.
Oh God, I wish it would. Because I'm like, yes, possum.
Sorry.
Sorry, my overlord possums.
I was like, you need to read the counter arguments to originalism.
Already did it.
You should read I don't know, conduct interviews with people
I need no
and get
more
their take.
reading.
Conduct interviews with people.
That would be fun.
That would be good. Conduct interviews with people at UT. I'm sure there's plenty of constitutional scholars on campus. Do that.
Just to get them talking and yeah.
Make them ramble. Make them say smart things.
And then
And then put it on paper. And then put it on paper.
That's brilliant. Why didn't I think of that? The thieving thesis.
Yeah. That's right. You have the possum. I'm the surrogate possum. You could
There
thank
you go,
you could
surrogate
thank me for
possum.
that.
Thank you so much.